oval, triangle, and trapezoid. Rhombus, square, rectangle, parallelogram. Oh boy, oh man, we're learning our shapes again. Oh boy, oh man, we're learning our shapes again. Circle is perfectly round. You'll have an oval if you stretch that circle out. A triangle has 3 points, 3 sides. Take off its top, and a trapezoid says hi! Circle, oval, triangle, and trapezoid. Rhombus, square, rectangle, parallelogram. Oh boy, oh man, we're learning our shapes again. Oh boy, oh man, we're learning our shapes again. Rhombus is a diamond.
Hi, I'm Yvette Walker. I'm editor of Outlook 2015, The Creativity Issue. And you've just heard a great song by Gellar, and he uses music to help his students learn. Hi, Jared. So great for having you here today.
Thanks for having me, Yvette.
We've just heard the shape song, and it tells the students all about their different shapes. And I must tell you, I don't think I knew what a trapezoid was when I was in preschool, but it's such a great song. Why do you use music the way you do?
Well, first, thank you for saying those things about the song. I use music to try and make education fun, to make it catchy. Pre-K is asked, I teach pre-K, and they are asked to memorize so many things, at least in my class. We're learning our letters, our sounds, uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers, shapes, colors, all these things in which they are asked to memorize these things because they have no ability to go home and study or read it in a book for themselves. So I have always found that music, learning songs, things like that, sticks with you. And if you write catchy songs that kids want to sing along to, you can teach them pretty much anything, no matter how difficult the material may seem or whatnot. And so that's what I've always done. I've just tried to create songs to help me teach content that I think is memorization, and that's a little more difficult to teach without just rote hammering it home over and over again. So I try to, hammer it home, but in a fun and educational way, and make it so the kids are loving learning and develop a love of learning.
And you teach a full day of pre-K at Eugene Field Elementary.
Yes.
Which the average person might think, wow, that's a lot. I've seen video, the kids really seem to get into the music and love the music. How long have you been doing this?
This is my 2nd year teaching.
And did you start doing this kind of teaching with the music from the very beginning? It
took me about half of the first year before I started realizing that the music could be a great vehicle to teach the kids a lot of different things. And so I wrote the shape song last year, then I wrote a money song last year, and then this year I've kind of filled out my catalog, and I have...
Your catalog.
I have my catalog, yes. So I have 8 songs that we sing in the class about all different kinds of things. Most of them are memorization stuff. Yeah. We have a song about planets, we have a song about, like I said, coins. So things where they just have to look at something and know it. Those are the things that I typically try to write a song for. Yeah. And so I haven't been doing it from the very beginning, but now I've really hit my stride with it. Like I said, 8 songs, so we're cruising right now.
So the kids really respond to it. How do the parents feel about a day-long music fest for their kids?
Parents seem to be loving it. They have their kids. I don't know if they get a little annoyed hearing the kids sing these songs over and over again at home, but they know their kids are learning, and they know their kids love learning. And we had 5 families and kids come and do a performance in Tulsa, and so for families to travel halfway across the state just to have their kids perform 5-10 minutes, that shows a lot about how much they care and how much they do value these things. And they know their kids are getting pretty cool experiences along with learning this stuff, but they're also getting a feel for music, they're developing a love of learning, and there's doors that are opening up to them in all different ways because of what we're trying to do with Punk Rock Preschool and what we're trying to do with the music and the learning in our classroom.
You appear in our education and career section, which you can see behind us, and that's one question that I did ask many educators. How do you get kids' attention? How do you engage with students? Why did you think, I'm going to write some songs and I'm going to be able to gauge with the students this way?
As a kid, I would try to study for tests in a lot of different ways. I'd make my own tests up. I would make songs up to help me remember things. I would do acronyms all the time, just make up my own silly acronyms to remember stuff. And so I know there's different strategies for different people. And so, but for me, music has always been a great strategy. People can learn lyrics. Like my kids sing "Let It Go," know every single word of "Let It Go." They know every single word of half these songs. And so I'm like, well, these kids can learn this music and they know every word, so why not write a song that rocks and that's going to catch their attention, and then they'll get into that. And just to build off another thing that you said, in terms of what I do is I try to get the kids excited by I am excited. I teach the things that I'm excited about. And I think that when a teacher is forced to teach something out of a book that they really don't care so much about or they don't know enough about, it makes it difficult, not necessarily to teach, but to be passionate and to come across and be like, guys, this is important. Like, I'm excited about this. I'm telling you this for a reason. And that's the great thing about pre-K is that I have a lot of freedom with my curriculum. And so I make it very rigorous, but I also make it about things that I'm really passionate about and that I think are important to the world and making the world a better place. That's a big thing in our class, is making the world a better place. And so what's next for Punk Rock Preschool? You've already taken the show on the road a little bit. You've been to Tulsa. Do you hope to do more things like that? Are you going to cut a demo, or what's going to happen? We will have a CD coming out over the summer when I can get all the songs finished and recorded, and it'll be released for free because I just feel like music, I would feel really bad about charging people for my music, and then I'd feel really bad about charging people for educational music. The main goal is to get people learning. That was our #1 goal as a class, is to help people learn. And so I want to make it as accessible as possible for people. And so the music will all be free. We'll have a CD go up, and winding down the year, we're going to continue to promote and see if we can get more media attention, see if more people can see, because I'm inspired by these kids every single day. They do things that people do not think is possible in pre-K, and they show it every day. They're doing something that surprises me, and I'm the one with the crazy expectations, you know? And so it's inspiring, and I want everyone, and these kids deserve the attention. They deserve for people to see the amazing things that they're doing, because it's really phenomenal. It's really, like I said, I can't believe half the stuff I see. I'm shocked half the time, just being like, wow, you guys are doing that? Like, one of my kids the other day drew all 4 Ninja Turtles, like, perfectly, put their little bandanas on all different colors and everything. I wish I had it with me. I wish I could show it up to the camera, because it's just like, wow, 4-year-old did this? Like, this is unbelievable what their capacity is. And I think people need to see that pre-K can do all these things, and that if we just believe in them and we make the learning fun and relevant, then anything's possible. Sky's the limit.
Well, I think you're right, and I think we certainly will see more of you and more of Punk Rock Preschool. And you certainly can take a look on newsok.com/outlook for the story, and also to see a link to the video where you can see Jared rocking out, and also the kids, they're so cute, on the Shape song, and also some more videos that you'll see here. So thanks so much for coming down. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Yvette. I appreciate it as well.
And definitely check out Outlook, published Sunday, April 26th, and again, newsok.com/outlook for some of the multimedia that go with the stories. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.